GATE is conducted by one of the IITs every year, and this year it's IIT Roorkee. As many of you know, as per the official figures, only around 15% of the candidates qualify GATE each year. When any student starts to think about preparing for GATE, there are several questions that comes to his mind. In this video, I will take up some of those questions and will address based on my own experience. My name is Durgesh, and I have cleared GATE with around 4 months of extensive preparations with the strategy that I present here. With such a short duration, and considering that I was in my final year, with the help of this strategy I was able to secure 90 percentile. Although it's a 12-year-old strategy, but it's as effective now as it was then. So let's start. Let us have a look at the general structure of the examination. GATE syllabus will be last 3 years engineering subjects, quantitative aptitude and engineering mathematics. The mode of examination will be online. The duration will be 3 hours and question type will be multiple choice questions and numericals. This is the bar chart which shows the performance of students in GATE from 2006 to 2016. Here you can clearly see that only 15% of the students that appear for GATE qualify, and you need to have a specific strategy to be amongst them. Normally, while preparing for GATE, students aim to cover the entire syllabus, for which he needs to study for 6 to 8 hours daily for 6 to 8 months continuously. Although few of you can do this, but it's almost unrealistic considering your other commitments like project work, final semester schedule and exams, etc. But still, most of the students start with this type of preparation and then either give up halfway or end up failing in the examination. When I started preparing for GATE, or even before, when I started thinking about preparing for GATE, it was almost end of August, and it was very clear to me that looking at the syllabus, I will not be able to cover the entire syllabus with the given amount of time that I had at that time. So I tried to figure out a smart way of dealing with this problem, and for that I started studying the pattern of the examination. My first and foremost aim was to qualify in GATE. So I started finding out from various sources the minimum marks that will be required to qualify GATE that year, and I'm sharing this slide with you. Here is the latest data which I have extracted from GATE 2017 brochure. Friends, GATE 2017 brochure gives us an idea of the minimum qualifying marks, and what it says is we need to score at least 25 marks or the average marks plus 1 standard deviation, and between these two, whichever is higher will be the minimum qualifying marks for GATE. This was the data which I am presenting for last year, that is GATE 2016. And in GATE 2016 for civil engineering, if we take an example, the average marks which students score was 33.91 and the standard deviation was 11.39. So from that we can clearly see that the standard deviation plus average marks is coming out to be 45.3, and the minimum qualifying marks for civil engineering was 45.3 in GATE 2016. And to score above 90 percentile for civil engineering candidate in 2016, he had to approximately score more than 50 marks out of 100. So this can be taken as a benchmark for the next coming GATE examinations. We can make an approximate target from this calculation. Earlier we had seen the marks distribution of GATE, in which we had seen that the engineering mathematics has 15 marks allotted to it. Then general aptitude has 15 marks. So in all, these two cover 30 marks, and our target is around 60 marks, 60 to 70 marks. So 30 marks out of 70 marks. Then the remaining 40 marks we need to aim from the engineering subjects that are there. So as an example, I have taken civil engineering In the last 4 years civil engineering papers of GATE, I've tried to find out the marks distribution to the major subjects in that field, and I've carried out that exercise in Excel sheet, and here I am presenting a donut chart of that. In this donut chart you can see there are 5 main subjects that carry the most of the marks for civil engineering. And if suppose he is for civil engineering, some student has a good hold on geotechnical engineering, then he can prepare geotechnical engineering thoroughly, and he can be rest assured for around 15% of the marks out of 70. And if he or she can prepare 2 more subjects, then he will be assured for around 40% of the marks, which is our aim in this strategy. So instead of preparing for the whole 70 marks or the 10 or 12 subjects, he can prepare 4 or 5 major subjects of his liking, prepare it thoroughly, and he can be rest assured that he can expect good performance in GATE.